I might use little mini spa products or something cheap. Do not spend a lot of money. All right, you ready for the next challenge?
Yes.
Trish, when you have 8 or more adult buying guests at your spa, I have an extra gift for you. Notice how I say adult buying guests? I don't want to deal with the daycare.
Sure.
That's right. Yeah.
Adult buying guests. And Trish, you count as 1, so it's really you and 7 friends. Okay? Sound good? And we already mentioned a couple on your list. In fact, 2 of your friends here tonight said they'll be at your spa, so you got 3, you're down, 5 to go. Now, Trish, the one other challenge I'm going to give to you is we're inviting 20 of your friends, and experience shows me that no matter which day of the year you pick, it's not going to work for all 20 people. But if they could be there, they would support your spa, correct?
Right.
Great. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you, what a generous guy, I'm going to allow you to pre-sell our products to your friends who say, oh gosh, I wish I could be there, but I can't. Well, what is the products? Do you have a brochure I can see? Their guests say that, their friends say that to them. So I'm going to make sure that I prepare her with some show of hands sample cards, some type from and fill sample cards. I'm going to give her the pricing on what those products are. I want to give her easy products to demonstrate. I don't want her going out trying to sell her friends on skincare. It has to be, easy, bite-sized, quick little conversation. She can take a show of hands to work and easily collect a couple of orders on that. I'm going to make sure that she knows with tax, here's how much she needs to collect, credit card or check, make cable, whatever, okay? So she's got all that little information. I'm going to say, Trish, my challenge to you is to collect $100 in prepaid outside orders before the night of your spa. That's 4 show of hands, 2 tight from and fills, right? And then I have a gift for you. Okay? What happens if Trish sells $100 in outside orders before her spa? What happens? She gets a gift. What else happens?
You make $50.
That's right, baby.
You make
Debbie
$50.
knows what goes in her account.
What else? What else happens?
She's a fifth of the way to her spa.
Say it again.
She's a fifth of the way to her $500
She's got $100
spa.
towards her $500 spa. Now it's $400 to the spa. Oh, now it's looking realistic. What happens if Trish has? No, all right, so let me backtrack very quickly. $100 in prepaid outside orders. I believe Debbie said it, or somebody in the back said $50 in your pocket. This is the little game I played with myself, and it wasn't all about how much money I was making, but it really was all about the money I was making. So when I put my car in reverse to back out of the driveway to go to Trish's spa, in my mind I was like, yeah, $50 right there, buddy. You did a great job. How cool is that when you're driving to? How much of a spa mode are you really going to be in? When you're driving the spa, knowing you already made $50. How cool is that, right?
Yeah.
Right. So let's okay, now Trish actually only collected $60 in outside orders. What happens? No gift. What happened?
She works on it after the spa.
She could. Very good. What happens with the $60? Somebody said 30. Very good. $30. I have $30. On the car in reverse, I made $30, right? But one other thing happened. One more thing happened with that $60. She now needs $440 in her spa, right? She's $60 towards the $500, right?
Right.
What happens if Trish has goose egg, 0, nothing?
You don't have nothing.
Quite honestly, the same thing that's happening to your spas today because you're not even asking for it. So what are you losing? It's just a couple of seconds of words to her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a gift, no big deal. Whoopee. So the night of the spa, I'm going to stack her, and actually Suzanne's going to do that a little bit later. So when you host as coach and you just drill those points, guess those back to me, 20 names, not 18, not 13, 20 names. You have 20 friends. If you don't, I'll help you identify who they are. 8 or more adult buying guests in attendance. Now, her spa's in 10 days from now. I can get her address and directions tonight at Charmaine's Spa, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to follow up with Trish a couple days, maybe midway through. How are you making out with your outside orders? How many RSVPs do you have? I can't wait to see you next Friday night, blah, blah, blah. Then when I'm 3 or 4 days from her spa, Trish, just calling, I need directions. I needed them 10 days ago. I could have gotten it then, but I didn't want to. It's another reason for me to call her. So I'm going to call her and ask for those directions, and then I'm going to touch base. How are we doing with those outside orders? How many gifts do I need to bring them out of your spa? How many have RSVP? Right? You kind of see where I'm going with that. Okay. Very quickly, and by doing those steps, you secure the spa. Now, let me ask you this. You might be saying, well, Chris, it's still not 500. Is your spa today 300 on average? If she collected $60 in outside orders, would your spa be $360? Is that closer to $500? Is that $30 more in your pocket? I'm glad you took notes. Okay. No, seriously, it's just putting more money in your pocket. I looked at it this way. I'm going to be at her spa 90 minutes, in and out the door. 90 minutes. Right? I could be there 2.5 hours. I choose not to. I looked at my time, value for time, and I looked at my hourly rate. Quite honestly, if I was there for 2.5 hours, I was making less. Yeah, I'm having fun. If it's family, maybe I'll stay. If it's family, I might be out of there in 60 minutes. Just kidding. Okay, so last thing I want to touch on is how many people have paid attention to this in the month of January? Did anybody here have a host redeem these free products? Okay, let me tell you, each of you for the month of January, BeautiControl, this is a $66 pack. Every single active consultant was given 4 of these on your account, whether you knew it or not. They had 4 of these packs sitting there for you to redeem when you had hosted a $500 spa. When your spa was under $500, you could not redeem it. But when your spa is $500, you go to BeautiNet, you register the host. Now at a $500 spa, you give her the normal gifts that you traditionally give her, but guess what? January and February, the company's sweetening the pot and saying, guess what? You're gonna get $66 in really cool products. I mean, we have the brown sugar cologne there. Hello? What woman doesn't want that fragrance?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Who cares about the rest? She's got the brown sugar, right? Okay, so I just want to make sure that you're comfortable with this. And you go to BeautiNet and the form's on file. You can print this off. It's right on the home page. There's something. There's a little icon that says January, February host bonus. Click on it and it takes you right to this form. You print it out. So now I'm talking to Trish about a $500 spa. We determined that she's going to get $75 in BeautiControl products, and she wants the Thermal Del Sol collection because she can't justify buying it. But she'd love to have it. So we had that conversation. She's got a goal and a focus. So I'm focusing her on a $500 spa. I'm going to say, Trish, one more thing, you're not going to believe it. During the month of February, my company's allowing me to give you an extra bonus. So this is all the more reason why your spa needs to hold in February, not March. Because you were thinking about March, and I pulled her over the fence into February because I have this as power to say, don't go anywhere but February. And quite frankly, I'd be saying February 15th. I wouldn't be saying anything past that. The first 2 weeks of February, my company's giving away this extra bonus. Why? Because when Trish has her spa and I get it to her and I say, oh my goodness, they extended it, so you can get it and you can get it when you book your spas before the 28th of the month and they're above 500. I can drive more sales in February, okay? So I would just really wanted to just bring your attention to this. This is out there, it's available for you. If you're not using this, you're missing the mark. This is a way to get the host to 500. So you're still sitting there saying, Chris, you're not making sense. I didn't get to 500 yet in my head. I've tried all these things, Chris. I'm still not at 500. One last thing that I'm going to say to you. Whose business?
Yours.
Who's in control?
Me.
Who's the boss?
Me.
Great. So you can do whatever you want to do with your business. How many times have you gone to a spa and the host says, when does the spa close? And we were, what I understand, because I wasn't here, is that we were taught at BeautiControl the night of the spa because we carry our inventory, we sell it, we're done, we're out the door. Thank you very much. It's $300 spa and you're done. That's it. Let's wrap it up and here's your freebies, right? That's it. Trish, the night of her spa, she was at $350. And I talked to her about $75 on her wish list. I talked to her about this $66 bonus and she's at $350. And I partnered with her. She did everything I asked her to do to get to the 500 and she's at $350. That's reality. That's going to happen. Well, I don't sit there and say, well, Trish, you big loser. All my other hosts did it. I don't know what, your friends are cheap, Trish. These are not things that you would say. You can think them. Please do not say them. So what I'm going to say to Trish, it's all how you handle it. Trish, I'm so excited. We're already at 350. Trish, you mentioned, and tell me how many times this has happened to you. Trish, you mentioned before we started the spa that you wanted to wait a couple minutes because there were 2 people that you thought were on the way that they said they were going to be here, but because of a sitter issue or a husband didn't get home in time to get the kids or whatever, they couldn't make it to the spa tonight, but they would have been here, they would have purchased tonight, correct?
Correct.
So what I'm going to do, Trish, is today's Monday, I'm going to give you till Friday. Contact them and a couple others. We go to work tomorrow. Now you're more comfortable with BeautiControl to talk about our products.